What's going on, YouTubers? Out here today working on the vehicle a little bit. Sorry for the noise in the background. I got the big shop fan going to keep me cool, but anyway. This is not a permanent item on the car, but I was kind of messing around with a makeshift exhaust, temporary exhaust to put on the Valiant instead of just having an open exhaust manifold. So I had a lot of scrap pipe and some odds and ends laying around, and then I kind of recycled the old flange that came on the car, but instead of that section coming off the flange where it was like 2 inch or almost 2 inch, and then where they welded a 1 7/8 or a little bit smaller than that pipe up there and welded it out. I cut all that off so it was almost as wide open as possible. And then I had an elbow with a straight section that had come off with the flared end that mounted to a stock exhaust manifold on a 318 or slants or a 360. So I just cut off that flared piece, welded it up to mounted the flange to the manifold, and then while the manifold was, or I should say the flange was bolted to the manifold, I put in the elbow, and I got it positioned where I wanted it, and I tack welded it into place, unbolted it, brought it back out, finished welding the seam up, and then from there I had an extra section of exhaust pipe. I'll show you. I had two pieces. I had this one here, and then I had this one that was probably about 6 inches longer, I want to guess. Anyway, and then I had one of those junction connections where it's expanded out on one end and it's a certain size on the other. Total of like 3 or 4 inches long, but anyway. I welded all that up, and I took one of my homemade resonator tips out of I took one of those 15 inch by 3 inch chrome echo tips and made a homemade resonator for the dual exhaust on my truck. I cut them off. I took one of them and welded up to that section of pipe. So as you can see, I did the weld, and there's that new pipe welded to the old pipe. And then I don't know if you can see it down here or not. No, I have to go down here. It just fits. There's that 15 by 3 inch chrome echo tip welded to that junction pipe. It's all welded up. And remember, inside I was telling you that I used fiberglass and steel wool and packed it full, and then ran an inner tube, inner section of exhaust pipe with holes that I drilled in my drill press. Check out my older videos, you'll see the part 1 and part 2 I did of that. Anyway, it just fits. So let's see, let's fire it up and see how it sounds. I already primed the carburetor, and keep in mind it's got some crappy gas still in the line. I got to get that cleaned, flushed out. Still got a little bit of an exhaust right there. That flange is a factory one. It's warped a little bit. I kind of grind on it to get it a little bit more flat. But okay, let's rev it up. It's got, like I said, pretty much an open exhaust. Didn't have very much tubing on it, and doesn't really have a muffler, so it's got kind of pretty much a long, oversized resonator on it. But anyway, I mean, it'd be fine for driving up and down the road, but I wouldn't want to drive it on the highway with that being wide open like that. Probably be a good setup for, like, if you're gonna run a slant 6 in a dirt track car or something like that, or crash car derby or something. But anyway, I just wanted to show this quick little video, and you guys have already seen the new master cylinder. And I forgot to show you guys this the other day. My buddy Steve, I call him Mopar Steve, but in Springfield, Missouri, he gave me this, but I still owe him on it. It's a factory mid to late 60s radiator. I don't know if we can see it or not. Or see if we can get the focus. Anyway, I don't know if you can see those numbers, 2582975. Mopar, use Mopar antifreeze. It's got the Pentastar with, and then a capital A, capital C next to it. And I can't remember what that little tag is, but it's supposed to be a high performance factory radiator, V8 radiator from out of a mid to late 60s Barracuda with the 340 or something in it. 273, I don't remember, I can't remember what exactly they said. So this will be for, and it's a good core, so it'll be for my Dart once I get the V8 in it. And then I got the in an early to mid 70s 904 automatic. They said it was running, it worked on the vehicle when they pulled it. For this Valiant, it's got to get a drive shaft to fit this, so if anybody knows what length of drive shaft I need, or what kind of car I can use, maybe like a 70s four-door car maybe, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, we're going to get rid of the old trunnion transmission, because my understanding they cost more to rebuild. And then you got that obsolete flange, a universal joint up front with flange, and then the normal UV joint at back. Some of the guys, like on for A-bodies only, were taking the back half of the drive shaft, and then they were taking a four-wheel drive, I guess they call it a slip yoke or something, I don't know. It's just a solid rod neck with a built-in flange, and on that, and then, or whatever, and it's already got a deal set up for a U-joint, or no, yeah, it's got the flange for the U-joint, and then there's another section of the flange with the built-in section for the U-joint, and it's got a flange on the back that bolts up to the trunnion flange on the back of the transmission. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know the exact name and stuff for the parts and whatnot. But anyway, they take a four-wheel drive front section, put it and have it taken and at the shop, and they have it done up. But I don't know if I want to bother with that. I might do that, or I might just find a factory drive shaft and have them cut it off, put in new pipe, and have them rebalance it and all that. I don't know, depending on what each one of them costs. But anyway, I found that on for A-bodies only. Anyway, rambled on long enough. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more.